You ever scroll through Instagram and see someone who just suddenly looks famous? You ever scroll through Instagram and just be like, wow, I just saw these people a few months ago and they were literally a nobody? You ever heard the term called industry plant? I mean, come on, we've all done that and we've all saying, whoa, what the hell? These people are just randoms a few months ago. Maybe you have followed someone and all of a sudden they became an internet personality overnight, as so it seems. Their bio might say, as seen in Forbes. They might have a huge article presence on the internet. You might Google them and a million things pop up. You might see their following and it's huge. You might go to their YouTube channel, their Twitch, whatever it might be. And you might be like, wow, these people are huge all of a sudden. And it might look like an overnight success almost. That's not luck. You might call them lucky, but it's not. It's not a coincidence at all. It's something called press strategy. In this video, I'm breaking down 3 of the best press secrets, PR secrets, that can make your brand look famous instantly if you don't have followers or a big budget. And I've used these exact same steps to scale my agency to well over 7 figures selling these services. And I've helped take several clients, turn them into online celebrities, and grow their brand to huge numbers. So anyways, let's get into this video. Going into secret number 1. This is authority press. Here's the thing. People don't buy from people they know. People don't buy from people that are the best. People buy from people they can trust. And that is the number 1 thing in the business space and growing yourself online, is having people being able to trust you. Think about it. You could say you're an expert, or a journalist could say it for you. People would trust another person's opinion about you than your opinion about yourself. Getting featured in credible outlets like Yahoo, Bloomberg, USA Today, and even Forbes, a huge one, does exactly this. It gives you this instant authority, almost. Think about it. One of these hits way harder than the other. Authority press isn't about vanity, it isn't about positioning. It is about getting yourself featured on these articles. When your brand is attached to these trusted platforms, when your name is seen in all these press articles, all these different mediums and outlets, people are tending to perceive you as bigger than you actually are. This creates perception leverage. It's the digital version of a referral, basically. Asking around and saying who's the best, this is what press authority is. This is authority press. Pro tip, focus on industry relevant publications first. If you're in fitness, go for Men's Journal, Fitness Insider. If you're in tech or business, go for Yahoo Business, Bloomberg, Business Insider. If you're in tech, I mean, come on. But anyways, don't just chase Forbes because it's a huge article name before you build your niche. I mean, take your niche, get these niche brand articles, niche brand publications, and then venture off into the bigger, more expensive, more higher authority names. The smaller articles stack up a lot larger and a lot more powerful than the big ones if you just have one big one. Anyways, let's get into secret number 2. Going off what we just said in the last one, this kind of ventures onto that. The second secret is stacked social proof. 1 article is great. 5 articles, amazing. 20 articles? 30 articles? 50 articles? I mean, come on, this is when people start really trusting you and thinking, wow, this guy really is something. Here, we'll give you guys an exercise. Pause this video right now, go on Google, search up my name, Sean Mourey. See how many articles and publications come up. We are known as the number 1 PR press agency in the entire world. Well, at least I like to say I am, because I can give you better rates, better prices, and better quality on service than basically anyone ever can. I have the fastest customer communication basically ever. We have face-to-face conversations with every single client and updated technology. So, Google my name, you'll see it come up. Cool, now you're back. Essentially, I call this the celebrity perception effect. You can have a small following, but if you've been featured on all these credible outlets, people automatically assume you have authority in a specific niche. Let's say you only have 1,000 followers, right? Granted, if you really put 1,000 people in a room, it's a lot bigger than it actually is. But let's say you have 1,000 followers. All of a sudden, you're featured on these articles. Those 1,000 people are now going to trust you a lot more than if you just had the 1,000 followers. This is the celebrity niche effect. Why? Because reputation builds results. It builds trust. When people see your name over and over and over again, it stops being luck. It shows people that you're actually legitimate in the business space. You could literally build a digital reputation from nothing, just by stacking consistent third-party validations. Here's how I recommend doing it. Start small, right? Put niche sites stuff that you do. Let's say, like I told you in the last step, if you're a fitness, do fitness articles. If you're in business, do business articles. Second, build momentum. Use your first few features to land bigger ones, right? Once you start doing this, post this on Instagram, start getting credibility, start making sales, then reinvest all the money that you made back into more, and I promise you this will continue to stack it. Make sure that you show it off as seen in your Instagram bio. Banners, websites, run ads with all of these. If you run ads with these articles, come on, people are just gonna trust you left and right. People trust what they recognize. The more logos, the more times they see you, this is trust. And it's so easy to do it. So many people don't know how to do it. Do you know how many online gurus you see? You only trust the ones that you continue to see over and over and over again, right? That's because you trust them because of their reputation. So continue to stack these, and let's get to the step number 3. Step number 3 is the press loop. Again, this goes off the last topic that I was talking about in step number 2. This is the secret no one talks about, and this is what we use at SM Media to drive our clients to obscene levels, things that no one has heard of. And I'm about to put you guys on some free game. If you run an agency or if you don't run an agency, hey, if you run an agency, you can start selling the service for huge amounts of money. I'm probably the only person in the entire industry that sells this, so let's get into it. It's called the press loop. Like I said, the press loop is about turning every article that you have into content. In today's day and age, we all know how important content is. Content is single-handedly the most important thing you can do as a business owner, a content creator, or an online guru. Most people stop after they just get featured on these articles. They sit back on their ass and expect all the cash to start coming in. That is simply not true. I can promise you that. Here's what I do differently, and here's what we do at SM Media. We record a video of people reacting to the article, AI generated or not. We have these popular Twitch streamers react to these articles, react to these people. You post screenshots as carousel posts, run these as Instagram ads. Use quotes from articles in your Instagram captions. Run snippets of features and ad creatives. Turn these into reels. Get people to post your article. There are so many different ways to create content from articles that no one talks about that builds that credibility. And honestly, I have had most of my ad creatives that have been my article or a collection of my articles have converted the most. Granted, I am a press agency, so when people see actual proof of what you do and concept of what you do and reality of, hey, I could trust this guy, that's what's gonna convert. They don't care about seeing Lambos, they don't care about seeing supercars, about nice watches, about jewelry, about literally anything else. They just wanna see that you're legitimate and you can help them. One piece of press can create 30 days of content if you know how to loop your content and know how to create different styles of content and be creative with your content. This creates the illusion that your name is literally everywhere. Look, you might have one piece of bread, but you can divide that bread into 100 different pieces and feed 100 different pigeons, right? So use that analogy when in mind when creating content with press. Every new follower that sees your credibility gets reminded that, wow, this guy is something. And every old follower that sees that gets reminded again that, wow, this guy is legitimate. So it works both ways for new followers and old followers. And this just creates the illusion that your name is everywhere. That's the press loop. It's how you stretch one moment of attention into months of momentum. Trust me, this is the most untapped thing when it comes to marketing. I'm just gonna throw this in. We just did a client, I think literally a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. I'll pop it up on the screen. We got him featured in 3 different articles. Nothing crazy. He did a very short article package. I think this was package number 1. Within those 10 days, we got him featured on Disrupt Magazine, CEO Weekly, Disrupt LA, LA Weekly, and I believe something else, one more, I think Yahoo. But he then took these features, reposted them as content, and suddenly just looked like an actual brand. These conversions doubled, his DMs tripled, his inbound leads shot through the roof, and he got 5 new clients just for his Web3 marketing agency. That's how powerful perception is. I'll pop them up on the screen right here so you can see his articles and see how simple it is. And this package was literally only $400. So keep that in mind. So to recap, step number 1 is get your authority press. Step number 2 is stack your social proof. And step number 3 is leverage this press loop with your content and make sure you continue to keep that creativity when posting your content. That's the number 1 thing most people don't think about. Creativity in this online space is basically slim to none. You see every single guru posting the exact same video. There is something new that I'm going to make a new video about in the next one. It's going to be called trial reels and how to use them and how to, gain exposure with them because it's been doing wonders for my clients, and I gotta tell you guys about it. But this is the exact blueprint I use every single day with my marketing agency, SM Media, to help entrepreneurs go from unknown to unforgettable. If you want me and my team to help build your brand's authority, click the link in the description or DM me on Instagram at Sean Mourey. I'll pop it up right here on the screen. DM me the word press, and I'll get you started with some press articles. If you guys want, when you guys send me the word press on Instagram, knowing that you guys came from this YouTube video, I will give you guys 50% off your first article with us, and we'll continue to do business. We build your credibility from the ground up and make your brand look like it belongs next to the biggest names and people in your space and your niche. Because in 2025, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Anyways, my name is Sean Mourey, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.